So how are all your clients billed?
They are all flat fee per month clients.
I can see the whole wide world with these two eyes, and I can be whoever I wanna be, 'cause it's my life.
Hi, thanks for joining us for another episode of Ask Spurrell CPA. Today we're talking about flat monthly fees and value billing. I have Trevor here with me again from Inspire Method, and you know, Inspire Method is kind of the same as Spurrell Associates, flat fees and value billing, right?
Yes, flat monthly fees. When I first thought of the idea, I was not for it. I was against it. But then moving forward, it just makes sense because it's very predictable for the customer, and it's predictable income for you as well.
Yeah. So the quote that we have here is a Zig Ziglar quote, and it says, "You can have everything in life that you want if you just give enough other people what they want." And Industry Canada, the statistic that we're always fighting against here that's important to us is 50% of all Canadian businesses fail within 5 years, and we think that's completely avoidable because they fail for predictable reasons, and there's proven strategies to avoid it. And the story is, we used to bill by the hour here at Spurrell Associates, and inadvertently it created an adversarial relationship. Clients, they'd hesitate to reach out with really important questions for fear of triggering unnecessary or uncertain costs.
Right.
So what are the questions that you think potential clients should be asking?
Well, what are the three types of clients that you generally take on, Josh?
Generally, the three types of clients that we take on are, number one is unincorporated businesses. The small guys. We'll help them organize what expenses they need to do and complete their compliance process. But our main two are our annual clients, so our annual corporate clients that we take on, and we're not just doing financial statements and tax returns for them. We're also doing financial plans and business plans for them as well. So it's kind of an all-encompassing service. And then we have our outsourced clients. And with those outsourced clients, we're actually functioning as their outsourced accounting department. We're processing their payroll, processing their payables, and meeting with them every single month to go over the performance and analyze the data for them, give them suggestions on how to move the business forward.
So how are all your clients billed?
They are all flat fee per month clients. Every once in a while we'll get a one-off finish a project, but even those we'll give them a flat fee on it. The rest of them are flat fee. Recurring each and every month.
Wow. So do you charge extra for financial plans and tax plans?
We do not charge anything extra for financial plans and tax plans. It's my view that it should be part of the service. So when you're operating a corporation, if you don't get a financial plan and a tax plan, there's a good possibility that you're not going to make maximum use of that corporate structure. You're going to pay too much tax, so I don't want to do financial statements, knowing that we paid the government more tax than it would have cost to do the work properly. So we're always doing a financial plan and a tax plan with every single corporate client that we do.
Okay, so do you charge extra for business plans?
We don't. We made that shift a couple of years back, and we started to realize that the business owners who need business plans the most are usually the ones with the least ability to pay in that time crunch.
Right.
They're struggling. So you generally need a business plan when you're making major changes to a business, you need financing, or you're struggling with that business. And we found if we don't do the business plan, bad things happen. They're no longer going to be a client. So we had to make that shift that it was kind of more of an investment in the future. That's the way to keep the client, whether they're happy with you or not. If they're no longer in business, they can't pay you anymore to be the accountant for that corporation. So we're going to do everything we can to keep them in business. And, doing a business plan makes the average business owner, even a bad business plan makes the average business owner 50% more likely to grow their revenue. We feel our business plans, are quite outperform that.
Okay, so the financial plans and business plans are not part of some platinum plan?
Yeah, I don't believe it. A lot of people, you see these, you offer the bronze, silver, and platinum or gold type procedures, and I just view there's the right way to do it and there's the wrong way to do it. And in our firm, it's more the right way costs this much, and the wrong way it doesn't matter how much it costs, we're not going to do it for you. So we're only going to take clients on if we feel that we can do the work that's required to help them minimize the tax that they're going to have to pay and help them accumulate wealth as quickly as possible, or do the planning that's necessary to make sure that they're staying in business and actually growing their business. I'm not a big fan of the bronze, silver, and gold. We have the outsourced clients and the corporate clients, but it's more based on need, and I can normally establish what you need in the meeting rather than giving the client the options on level of service. I'm only going to give them one option. That's the one that I think that's going to create the most chance of success for them.
That makes a lot of sense. So do you make more money on new clients or returning clients?
We make more money on returning clients. And in fact, sometimes I wonder if we make any money at all on new clients. It's more of an investment. We have to look at it as a long-term relationship. It takes us a lot of time to set up a financial plan. It takes us a lot of time to set up a business plan for a client. And it just takes longer to do the year end for a client in their first year. So all of those items take a lot longer the first year. It's a lot easier to update a financial plan. It's easier to update a business plan. It's easier to do the year end the second year after you've set up the chart of accounts and imported the data. All of those functions, take a lot longer. So we just view it as a long-term relationship. If it works for you, it's going to work for us. And that's why we don't have any motivation to sell something that we think is not going to work. We don't want to just sell you a year end, because if you're no longer a client in a year, it wasn't even a profitable relationship for us.
So does this make clients see the firm as more of a strategic partner?
Yeah, I think they see that. They see that, they start looking at what that monthly fee is, and they start looking at the value that they get in those first few months, and they get the financial plan, and they get that business plan, and they get it out of the gate, and they realize there's no chance we would have done that in a month or two and made a bunch of money off that, because they're clearly labor intensive. Even if you just start adding up the hours in the meetings when we're spending with them, but outside of the work that we do outside of the meetings, it's clear that we have to keep them on track over the long term in order for it to be profitable. And I think clients start to, they have a different perception, and they know that you're in this with them. So if you're giving them an answer, sometimes you have to give clients answers that they don't want to hear. They know that you're only doing it because you want them to stay in business and you want them to actually grow their business. So I think it starts making them view you as more of a strategic partner, rather than someone who's just trying to suck as much, hourly fees out of you as possible. So
how much time did you previously spend on billing?
This was one of the other ones. I went to flat monthly fees because I thought the clients would like it. It would reduce that adversarial relationship. But as I, started to go through it, I would probably spend about 2 days every single month doing billing, answering billing queries. Because whenever you send bills that are variable, clients ask questions. So why is my bill this? If your bill is the same amount every month, they don't ask any questions. They know exactly what the bill is. But yeah, so you'd have to review the time spent, establish if the time spent was reasonable. Sometimes you'd have to make some adjustments. If the time spent wasn't reasonable, then you send the bills out the door, then you'd answer the queries that surrounded them. That would take about 2 days every single month. Okay, that sounds okay, but let's think about this. 2 days every single month times 12 months a year. That's 24 working days a year. That's almost the equivalent of 5 extra weeks of vacation that I could have took instead of doing, hourly billing. At the end of the day, you get an hourly billing number, and the customer is expecting to pay only a certain amount per year anyway. So what difference did it make? So it was, 5 whole working weeks spent on billing, which was significant.
Wow. Now, does this free up a lot more time for you to help more clients?
Yeah, 100%. It's, do I want to spend time talking about bills, or do I want to spend time giving, better financial plans and tax plans, or better business plans to actually make a difference in these clients' business? I have those 5 extra weeks that, I'm not answering, why did you spend an extra 15 minutes on sending this document to CRA? That's not what the client, it's not what I can add value to the client. What I can add value is coming up with a better strategy to actually help them grow their business, or, optimize their profitability, or give them analysis and data that's going to help them, make better decisions.
All right, so how do flat fees allow you to allocate resources and provide a high level of service?
So now we know exactly what revenue is coming through the door. On average, we know exactly how many times, if you just open the door altogether, and clients are, they have free access. They can ask the staff as many queries. They can even book in to see me or the other CPAs, as needed. We know on average how many times every corporate client, how many times they're going to meet with us every year. Some of them meet more if they're struggling, if they have a couple of different things. Some of them meet less if it's just on autopilot that year. But we know on average how many times they need to meet. We know our outsourced clients, they need to meet each and every month. They meet 12 times a year. So we know exactly how many slots we have in the schedule. We know exactly how many clients we can take on and offer a high level of service. Where if it was an hourly service, we never know. We could have too many staff, or we could be too booked out to give them the service they want. So we're able to, kind of predict reliably on who we can service and how we can keep our service levels high, because we know exactly what's coming through the door, exactly what our costs are, exactly what usage on average every one of these clients is going to require. So that's how it doesn't just help smooth out the revenue. It actually helps us deliver a higher level of service for the client. So that's what we have here today on flat monthly fees and value billing. As always, please hit the like and subscribe button so we can continue to deliver you tips on how to beat the odds at business. And we look forward to reading your comments and queries below, so we can respond back and use it to develop content for future videos. Thanks very much.